Hi guys, it's Lisa J, and I'm here today with a special friend. Her name is Taryn Hyatt, and I've invited her here today. We're going to talk about a special event that's happening this Saturday, September 11th. It's called the Salt Lake Out of the Darkness Walk. We're going to talk to you about the event itself, what's going on, what you can expect, what the proceeds are going towards, and then we're going to wrap up by telling you a little bit about our why and why we got involved. So Taryn, why don't you tell us about the walk itself and what to expect?
Awesome. Well, thank you first of all for having me here today, and thank you to all of you at Windermere for your tremendous support year over year. So this is going to be our 15th annual Out of the Darkness Walk. I can't even believe we're at year 15. 9 years that you've been walking with us, which is just incredible. So this year our walk is happening on 9/11. It's the 20-year anniversary of that event, and as a country, we all remember where we were and what was happening. And that event is poignant in so many ways, but we wanted to really highlight our first responders and the good work that they do and the sacrifice that they make. We lose more of our first responders to suicide than in the line of duty. And so we felt it important to have it still happen on 9/11 at the conclusion of National Suicide Prevention Week. And so come out to West Jordan Veterans Memorial Park. We're going to kick things off at 9:30 with an honor guard ceremony featuring our West Jordan Fire Department. We have a fabulous bagpiper who's going to come and play.
Very
in my
emotional
interaction with him, I found out he's also a lost survivor. He lost a dear friend. So he's doing it for free. He's also going to represent our purple bead. And our beads are part of our honor bead ceremony, and that will happen around 10:30. And that's where we all put on a color bead that represents our connection to the cause, so that without question, without anything, you can look at somebody and you know why they're there because of the color bead that they wear. We know you wear a white bead, and we'll talk about that. I wear a gold bead, and we'll talk about that. But it's just a really powerful day of hope and healing and connection, and we're so grateful that you all are coming to participate again. And just want to give a real big shout out to Windermere. Just thank you so much, for your continued support. It does bring me to tears because, we don't often see, our workplace get behind us in something so personal. And yours has done that year over year over year. And we're just so grateful, and grateful for you. I was tallying up Lisa's, donations and people who've supported her over the years, and you yourself have raised over $110,000 for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And I do get to see personally where each and every dollar is spent and where it goes in our community. And so thank you to you,
You're very welcome.
For showing up and honoring Matt the way you do.
Thank you. I do want to give a shout out to Windermere Real Estate Utah. They have what's called Windermere Foundation, and every time one of our agents closes a transaction successfully, they donate $25 that goes into this fund, and that fund is used for the good of a local establishment in need. And I went to them 3 years ago and asked them if they would consider being a major sponsor, and they have for the last 3 years, and this year they really stepped up. I think I made a typo on my request, but go big or go home, they actually donated $10,000 this year, especially because of the year that we've been through. It's more important than ever. So I want to thank Windermere, Utah. I want to thank all of our agents. And then I want to say a little bit about MJ40. That's the team that we are spearheading that has raised to this date, not that I keep track, but $15,362.92. I don't know where the 92 comes from, but we'll take it. And I want to thank everybody because that is from people that have donated, that have known Matt since he was born, and that is from people that have never met Matthew at all. And every bit makes a difference. And that's my why. That's why I got involved with our team. And Taryn, why don't you share a little bit about your why?
Sure. I started our walks in Utah back in 2007. We lost our dad to suicide back in 2002. And just looking for something that we could do to give back, something that we could do to support others. And in my AOL dial-up search all those years ago, I came across AFSP. And so I started doing, dress down days at my old job where I worked for Paul Mitchell, and they would wear black and, all the time, but got to wear jeans and pay $5. And it was those students of mine that helped me do our very first walk in Provo. We moved up to, where it was our first Wheeler Farm. and then to Sugar House, then to Liberty, and now we're out at West Jordan. So this will be our 15th year. We do it in honor of our dad. I do it in honor of myself because I'm somebody who's also had suicide attempts and so grateful, right, that I get to be here. And I have family who struggle. And so it's just important for me that we have a voice, to this cause. And like I said, we wanted to be able to have resources and programs and things that we could do. Because in 2002, a conversation was so different than it is today. We still have a lot of work to do, but so much progress has been made. And so it's just important to me that we continue that conversation.
Yeah. I just want to give, again, a shout out to everybody that's been a part of our journey. Every dollar you give, every little note that you send, every time you register, it adds up and it makes a difference. And that's our purpose. And I'm so grateful that Taryn was there for me, that the walk was there for me 9 years ago. It gave me focus in a time in my life when everything was spiraling. So just know that there's always someone there to listen to you, to help you. Give the number, Taryn, for AFSP.
So right now, the crisis line can be reached if you need somebody to talk to at 1-800-273-8255. However, that is transitioning to a 3-digit number come July of 2022. So you can now call 988 once that goes live and again, reach somebody for a mental health crisis. We know that we need that added service. We need to be able to have somewhere we can connect because who can remember a 10-digit number when you're struggling? Right. So 988 is coming, but until then, even Google it, ask Siri, say I need to call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline and she'll pull that number up for you.
Okay, so once again, we hope to see you at the event this Saturday, September 11th at the Veterans Memorial Park in West Jordan. Be there at 9:30. Look for our team. We'll be by the large pavilion and I'll have Matthew's long pole for lacrosse. So look for our team and we'll walk together because every day we make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you.